Oh, Retro Maniacs. Retro Army, I'm so disappointed today. It's Saturday. Check this out. That looks cozy, right? I got my Pepsi there, my personalized numbered chair ready to go. I'm ready to sit in and enjoy the sun. Only one problem. Where's the friggin' sun?
This episode of KRAK with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
Do have some good news for you guys. If you notice, I'm wearing my green leprechaun suit. I wear that if I'm either in a good mood or if it's a good occasion. It's both. We have a heavyweight card on box. Well, you guys remember, okay, there's Hot Wheels Elite and there's Super Elite, right? You guys remember my DeLorean? Check it out. We'll go down and have a look. So you guys remember this. It's the Hot Wheels 1 of 18 Super Elite DeLorean. So it's not the regular Elite, it's the Super Elite that comes with all the bells and whistles. And that's what I was talking about with the Batmobile. Couple cool factors to this, guys. One, this is sealed. Never been opened, so when we open it, he could get one of these. Now this is not a Super Elite. This is a Hot Wheels Elite Classic Batmobile, but it's the same car without the bells and whistles. This was numbered to 3,000, I believe it said on the box, but this one was no slouch itself. But we're hoping when we open the other one, it's one of these. Wouldn't that be killer? By the way, guys, this car did not come with these figures. Those are Jada figures from that one. So a slight chance of a Chrome Chase. Very expensive car we're opening. Now that's the Elite. That's gorgeous, okay? That Chrome Chase, it's beautifully done. This is a Super Elite. Now it comes with some bells and whistles. I'm wondering if the bells and whistles are this thing has lights and sounds like my DeLorean. I know from what I've seen, it's got a gorgeous base, like a brushed steel, it looks like a Batman logo. So we're gonna end up seeing it. I don't want to spoil it. This is a heavyweight, guys. Let's have a look. Not too often I put it up on the turntable, box and all like this, but as you can see, guys, she is sealed. Now, I don't know if it would stay sealed permanently because as you can see, the shrink wrap is starting to break. She is sealed. I'm gonna figure out what year these came out as well to let you guys know by the end of the video. A little bit of post-production Google. That's what I mean, guys. As you can see, it is sealed. This has never been opened. The reason we've been saving it to drop a big bomb on a rainy day, okay? But another reason is we weren't sure if it had a strap or not. I told Glenn to keep this sealed. He wanted to open it to display it. I said, but that's an expensive car. It's still sealed. Maybe keep it because I was looking at them online. But then I told him I'm going to check to see if it's strapped. And I looked online and it's got that dang strap. So I guarantee once Glenn sees this, he's going to want to display it anyway. If you're a Batman fan, you're going to want to tune into this for sure. Because that is a heavyweight car. So I think it's time to get into this, guys, because this thing is going to have a pow. Because that is a heavyweight car. Okay, so before we get started, guys, I do have to give a thank you. This video possible by the Cowie Diecast Museum because we're unboxing a Grail. Like literally, he says to us, here you guys go unbox it for a video. This car is a heavyweight car. Look it up on eBay. Although I don't suggest shopping on eBay, but it's just to give you an idea because there's not likely one on Marketplace. And again, guys, this could be a Chrome Chase. Okay, so it's a big box. It's heavy. Now this is that classic Batmobile. Sorry guys, I had to look it up for you when it was made so I didn't forget. It was actually made in 2008. I was looking it up online. I said to Glenn, it's got a huge box. It's probably on the bottom of the box. And DC Hero Zone was in on it. Whoever those people are, I'm not too familiar. Now, if you guys know me, I'm an 89 Batmobile guy. Most of my friends are a couple years older than me. They prefer the classic. I like the 89. Justin, I believe, likes the 89. The new one didn't look bad. The new one in the movie that came out a year or two ago, it looks like a friggin' modified 69 Charger. But guys, this is a heavyweight one. So big thank you to Glenn for letting us open this. Just so you guys know, I tell Glenn all of your comments. Like if you guys say hi to Glenn, Glenn's cool, whatever. I tell Glenn all of your comments. There might be a day when he makes an appearance on here, but some people just aren't comfortable on camera or whatever. But you might see him on here one day, guys. Because I tell him all the time what you guys say. I relay all the messages. And yeah, this channel, just to clarify, I started the Retro Collectibles channel alone. And I was at it for quite a while alone. I'm not going to make any buts about it. This channel would not be where it's at without Glenn's help. Just the cars alone, because a lot of these cars, I would say 75% of what I've been unboxing the last couple of months aren't my cars. He just enjoys, you guys, enjoys the channel. He watches all the videos himself, and he gets to see them live. So there is the plastic. We're not going to keep that. That's one of the few things we're not going to keep.
Or you're not going to tape it back together?
No, we're not going to tape that back together. Now this is a beautiful high quality box here, guys. I think Glenn is going to fall in love with this. Like I said, to explain again, his Chrome Chase, that's beautiful. That's a Hot Wheels Elite. This is a Super Elite. So maybe it has sounds and lights. I don't know. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Okay, guys. So I'm going to let you guys have the first look with Glenn. Oh, what's falling? You know what? I'm going to keep an eye.
That's the black thing.
That came right unglued. Good thing we opened it. So something came unglued over the years. No big deal, Glenn.
Just dried up.
Yeah, we could fix it. Glenn doesn't even panic now because it's dried up glue. And it looks, oh, you know what it is, Glenn? It's just the inside of the box corners. So the inside of the box corners, the glue dried out. No part of the car. But I was going to show you guys without me seeing it. But after I heard a clunk. Now, unfortunately, it's not a Chrome Chase, but Glenn, that is beautiful.
Oh, I like it the way it is.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. That backdrop and everything. Now, the other one, I'm going to get the box to show you guys. The other one says 3,000 made. I want to know what's elite about this. We're going to see if it lights up or whatever. Trying to show you guys this safely here. Look at that, guys. Look at the bat symbol in the background. Classic bat symbol. Now, of course, this comes out of the box and has a little base it sits on. So we're going to hopefully get Glenn an acrylic that the whole base fits in it. And I think that they do make them looking at this because he's had bigger cars with bases going to acrylics. And Glenn, so you know this is strapped. Because I told Glenn we shouldn't open it unless it's got a strap. Because of the car it is. It is strapped. And like I said, guys, I'm not going to leave it in the box and just sit here yakking. You know I'm going to take it out and we're going to have a good look at it. We just have to figure out...
And I might have an acrylic case for that.
Yeah, you might have one that it'll sit right in. Okay, so these, you know what? How does this come out? Okay, so this here, this is weird. So the base of it is underneath, so it's not flopping around in the box. The base goes underneath the wall. But on the wall, it has a seal on each side. See that? It looks like tape. So I have a feeling as soon as I release that, I could pull the things out and it'll come out. That's what I think anyway. And it'll definitely fit that, Glenn. Glenn got what looks like a 1/12 scale from Hobby Lobby.
Yep, I got 3 of them, and then I got 3 for the 118s.
Yeah, those will fit anything with bases usually. With the base and all, which is cool. And you know, for Shelby Cobras, the 1/18 scale Shelby Cobras, you want to save a few bucks and it even looks sharp. Those will go right into, without the base, but they will go right into a 1/24 scale acrylic, which is a little bit cheaper than a 1/18. And yes, so cutting this plastic seal is going to allow me to lift the box sides out. Sorry you guys can't see it, but it's got to be delicate with this. So these box sides I think are going to lift right out. And then the car comes out. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these box sides, Glenn, come out, so you know, and they go, they slide in like I thought, and they were held in with a seal. So those are not glued in. The other ones were glued in, but that's such an easy, minor... Yeah, just... If you're a new viewer, guys, glue dries out. A lot of times I've opened up brand new from the early 2000s a lot of times. Ertl a lot of times. Not like it's Ertl's fault, but I've had it with everyone. I'll open something up brand new in the box, pop the hood, and it's got the manifold loose under the hood. Glue dried out. Part of underneath the car loose, glue dried out. It happens, but it's an easy fix. So I'm gonna lift this out now that those 2 box sides are off. This base, Glenn, is beautiful. It's on a, well, I'm gonna show you. You guys will see it. Look at that, guys. If you are a Batman collector and you want the Grail Classic Batmobile, look at that display. I'm not even a fan of this Batmobile. I'm an 89 Batmobile. But when I grade stuff, if I don't like the color or whatever, I stay impartial to that because I'm grading on quality. This is getting a big grade. This is getting a big grade. It's even got parachutes on the back, guys. Like, see the parachutes? So yeah, let's get down to business.
Let's get about 50 out of 10.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's getting a high score for sure. Okay, so to get a good look at this, we're gonna take it off, carefully off this beautiful base. But this base, guys, presentation, such a big part of it, just like your display cabinet. You don't want a bunch of grails sitting in a junky wood grain piece of crap. Not saying that wood grain cabinets are bad, because we have a couple here that are very nice, but you know what I mean. This one, Glenn, is worthy of figures with it. You'll have to get a couple figures to go with this, but they're easy to get. Because these aren't the 89 figures, these are the classic ones. The 89 is the one I'm having trouble getting, but the classic ones, Glenn, you can get them at Toys R Us right now for this car. For $10 each. So you luck out there.
I might have to relocate over there.
I cannot,
on my way out.
I cannot believe, Glenn, how nice this is. And the pipes coming out of it are all metal. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to start getting this off. I'm just marveling it. So the only thing we don't keep, to new viewers, I know I sound like a broken record to old viewers, but when you unbox something, you keep everything. Plastic inserts, everything. The only thing we're going to throw out is the straps. Even these we're going to throw out because those are just generic little pieces of plastic in the doors. But molded plastic, That's not molded. Anything molded plastic we keep. Because God forbid in the future you have an accident, can't work, you have to sell, your wife leaves you, anything like that, you got to sell. An emergency comes up, something unexpected, you want to be able to get top dollar, even though it was displayed.
I would put my wife up for sale if I was married.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. But luckily,
Maybe that's why I'm not married.
maybe. Okay, it's even got seat belts in this, guys. This is a cut above the rest. Being very careful because I couldn't get under the car to get at it. Yeah, this got seat belts. Even got friggin' door handles. I've never seen door handles on a Batmobile, but it's got door handles. Yeah, this is, wow. It's even got car speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
and
Christ, Glenn.
The door looks like it opens.
Oh yeah, all the doors open, Glenn. Doors, hood, everything. We're gonna get into that. The seats even. Look at those seats. When have you seen seats like that in a Batmobile? Yeah, we gotta get this off the base. That base, Glenn, is friggin' gorgeous. Wow. Like if I had a 3D printer, imagine that, I could print stuff like this. It wouldn't be metal, obviously, but like I remember I collected the rubber LJN figures, guys, from the 80s, the wrestling figures. There was these guys that bought a 3D printer, and back in the 80s, the first runs of the LJN WWF figures, some of them came with a little gray plastic stand that you could stand the figure on. Way back in the 80s, you would stick his feet in the stand and he would stand up on his own. Because those figures, most of them didn't stand. Well, those little gray stands only went in certain, they only went in certain ones. Very rare and very expensive. These guys started popping them off and they were identical. Now, they weren't trying to pass them off as the real thing. In fact, they were making them in different colors and everything. Like I had my Sergeant Slaughter figure, which is, like, my friend found it for $10 and it was like a $700 figure. Google that, the Sergeant Slaughter LJN Hasbro. It wasn't officially an LJN. There's a story behind it. Partially what makes it so valuable, and it was also a mailing, but anyway, so those figures, these guys started popping them out, the little stands, and I bought multicolor ones. Like I had pink for my Heart Foundation, I had a green one, army green, for my Sergeant Slaughter. These guys made a killing, and they weren't selling them for cheap either. Like, mind you, the labor and the stuff that goes into it, but we were lining up to pay, like. And yeah, if somebody started making General Lee rims, now I did see a guy making some on eBay. Once in a while you'll see them, but can you imagine making the vector rims for the General Lee on a 3D printer? License to print money. I guess they put stuff on it to prevent rusting. Big long screw.
Probably something like a WD-40 oil or...
Yeah, something, because this is a metal base, so it's more risk of rust than the regular stuff, Glenn, because all the metal.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful base, buddy. This is, if you want the classic Batmobile, I do not think there's a better one. And I'm not talking about those big ones that are out by Blitzway and all that, like all those crazy ones. I'm talking 1/18 scale. I'm wondering if there's a number on here. TM and DC Comics, it says on the bottom. I'm going to show you guys the box for his regular Elite. Even the box for that's nice. That's the one that he got, the chrome. This is the Super Elite. We're going to compare both cars, actually, the Elite and the Super Elite, Glenn, because even the Elite's a chrome. Even though it's a chrome, I want to see the difference in the features. And it's, if you wanted to, Glenn, although, you know what? you want to keep this with the base. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it would look nice if you had this Batmobile above the chrome one.
Mm-hmm.
But this base, you don't want. I would keep the base.
Yeah, and then that. Actually, you said above it, right?
Yeah, where the Jada one is.
Yeah, because that case is a lot bigger than that other one for the chrome one.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I mean. You would have to take it off the case, off of this base, and put it in the one there, and take that one out. Sorry, guys, being a little bit of a ball breaker. I've even got out little stubby, and he's giving him a hard time. Okay, we got it. That is a lot of hardware. Okay, so these we'll put down here. So yeah, we're gonna compare this with the regular Elite. I was kind of hoping it would light up and stuff, but I want to know the difference. Like, is it just a base? Like, that the Super Elite comes with a metal base? Like, wondering if it does other stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have a good comparison. But look at the tires on it, even, guys. That is got an antenna here. These are metal on a lot of the cars you see. They're like a flexible rubber type, but these are metal on here. Now we'll start with opening the doors. Like I said, guys, the details are so funny. Look at that. Those are door handles. See that right there and right there? That little silver thing, that's a door handle. I've never seen door handles on the Batmobile, little speakers. Wonder what brand they are, if they're Alpine or little kickers. But you could see the mesh over them. That's how I know they're speakers. Okay, let's crack the door open. I want you guys to see. This interior is crazy. The seats are crazy. It's got seat belts. Yeah, it's all the little details that all the other Batmobiles miss. Look at that, guys. Seat belt. All the gadgets. Now again, we're going to have a good look under different lighting conditions. It's got the fire extinguisher. Even Batman's got to be safe. It's got the stuff on the dashboard. Look at the old school nav system on the dashboard. He's got the compass. The old school one on each side, it looks like. Some sort of knob on the dash. Yeah, that's a highly detailed. I'll show you guys from the other side here. And then, you know what we're going to look at. Yeah, Glenn, for classic Batmobiles, I don't think there's a better 118 than this. But we're going to look at it. I want to compare it with your Elite, because I want to know if this has some extra details. What makes it super? Mm-hmm. There's even a shift up here, guys, if you notice. Where my finger is. But I want to know what makes it super Elite. Is it the...
Because I own it.
Yeah, maybe because Glenn owns it. So it's got the parachutes on the back.
Somehow I think if I signed that, it wouldn't be worth as much as if Adam West signed it, or the other gentleman that was in the Batman and Robin.
No, I don't think so. Look at the plate, guys. Gotham City plate. It's got some strapping under here I gotta get rid of. You know what, guys? The bottom of this looks weird, though. It does look like... Before the video ends, I'm going to make sure this don't take batteries somewhere, because the bottom of this doesn't look like a regular die-cast car. It just doesn't. It feels weird. Although it is a Batmobile, but it's also very light. So I'm wondering, look at that bottom of the motor, eh? But yeah, I'm going to definitely look up and make sure there's no hidden compartment for batteries or something like that in here. Okay, that's why the hood's not coming up. It's got this holding the hood down right here. Sorry, G, you just messaged me. By the way, the Boston Ranger 1970, update on your car. I haven't heard back from them, and I emailed them. It's Passion Diecast, so I'm not worried about it. They're legit, all that. I haven't heard back from them, so I'm going to call them on Monday, or even tomorrow if they're open, or later after I'm done this video, actually, because it's the weekend. I wanted to give them time. I'm going to call them and just see what's up. I'm sure everything's fine. I've ordered tons from them and never had a problem. Just my luck, it'll be for somebody else that I'll have the first problem, eh? That's the type of luck I have. But no, I don't think there's any problem anyway, buddy. When I would be worried is if time went by and it didn't show up. Then I'd be like, what the heck? But yeah, I'm going to definitely be calling them anyway because it's nice to have tracking and know when it's going to come. Because I know for myself, I like watching for my packages. So there we go. Got the engine. We had something way down under here wrapped around the axle holding the engine compartment shut. Got it. And wow, that is... Okay, first I gotta get this off. And again, we're going to compare this engine bay with the other one. Now, the other one, again, is a chrome, but it's no different than the regular version, guys, for details, okay? So we're going to be able to have a good comparison of the Elite and the Super Elite. Look at that friggin' engine. Glenn, you're going to get a kick out of this. Oh, yeah. Ever see a Batmobile like that, the engine? Fully plumbed and wired bat engine, eh? Yeah. Batman Bill, I hope you're watching this one. You'll like that. Wow. And the hoses, the braided hoses actually, you don't want to touch them much, but they do actually flex. They're not like molded. That is a heck of an engine. The wheels turn beautifully. I love, one of the things that sticks out on his chrome is the tires and wheels. You could see the tread. It's little details like that that stick out in my head. But we're going to have a better look on the look-see set anyway. Okay, so... You know what? The trunk doesn't open, I don't think. And we're okay with that. Mm-hmm. I love the parachutes on the back, and they're not hard plastic. They're actually, they feel like leather almost. Little parachutes. Okay, guys, look-see set time, because we're going to have a look at this, and then we're going to compare it with the regular Elite. So it's not only an unboxing video, it's a versus video. And this should kick its ass. But we're going to see if it's just you're spending the extra money on the metal base. Because if so, maybe you could have somebody make you one. Maybe. So it went from just a plain unboxing video to me remembering that we have an unboxed Hot Wheels Elite Classic Batmobile. So my question is, what's the super part of the new one? Is it just that fancy base, or is there a few more details? Let's get into it. So guys, before I compare the Hot Wheels Elite 1 of 18 scale Batmobile with the Super Elite, same car, we're going to see what makes it super, because the DeLorean, as I mentioned earlier, the Super Elite DeLorean comes with lights and sounds and all that. This one doesn't. So what makes it super besides the base? We're going to get into that. Before we do that though, I'm going to show you, you guys know I'm a thrifty MFer. I try to save money wherever I can, and I try to show you guys how to build your collections on a budget. That way they could be bigger collections for the price you'd pay for a smaller collection. So sometimes you get what you pay for quality wise. So there's a fine line you have to draw. You want to save money, but you want the quality to be there. It's got to have bang for the buck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the obvious difference between a high-end car and kind of a, mid-level car. I'm going to compare the Jada Classic Batmobile with the Super Elite and show you guys the difference. So this is originally a Lincoln Futura. Glenn just mentioned a Lincoln. I believe it's a Lincoln Futura. I'm going to look it up before the end of the video. This is by Jada, okay? Now these things coming out of here, oh, they are plastic, okay. But take a look at the interior. Remember how that looks, the seats, the gadgets, all that. Now look underneath the engine, okay? Look at the tires, look at the color of the stripe, look at the Batman logo, okay? Now slide over here, look at the tires. Difference in the tires. What are these, from Dub City back in the early 2000s? But look at the Bat logo. Now look under the hood. Bango. That's what I'm talking about. There's a fine line. You want to save money, but you don't want your quality to just bail out the door on you. I will show you guys one cool feature that Jada has, though, if you guys are into this. Check this out, guys. Lights up. Look at the light on the roof. Even. And they're cool looking lights. Like in the dark, that would be pretty cool looking. Something else cool I forgot to mention to you guys that comes with the Jada. Comes with two figures. And they're actually metal figures. I believe they're metal anyway, so you don't got to worry about if they drop on the ground. They feel metal. But obviously, Glenn's not going to put those figures with that car. They look cool with this car. Pretty cool. And the classic Batman figures, by the way, 3 3/4 inch, you can get articulating ones pretty easily at Walmart or Toys R Us. So he lucks out there. It's the darn 89 Batman that I'm looking for. That's a pain in the butt. Very important when we do an unboxing, guys, that we also get it on the Retro Collectibles KRAK Look-See set. The patented Look-See set, where it's got different angles and lighting conditions. Look at that inside, guys. I think it's even got a friggin' normal radio. It's got the navigation stuff up on the dash. Now the trunk doesn't open. I was fighting with it, but I noticed it is molded shut. Not a big deal. Those wheels, guys, that is a big seller on the car for me. Those look real. The stripe is done beautifully. Like, it looks just like the television one. Now coming around to the front, I am going to just show you the detail. Like, look at the mesh. And I'm going to come over to the Jada and just show you guys, like, you are getting top quality when you get this Super Elite. So here's where the money's at, guys. That is done gorgeous. Now, that is kind of how Hot Wheels did the engine in the Elite Knight Rider kit. I prefer the engine in my Joyride version because it looks like a normal car engine with some modification, but the Knight Rider one looks like this. What I didn't like about it is they never showed it on the show, so you don't really know what you're looking for. Again, guys, detailed right down to that little door handle on the door. I wasn't aware the Batmobile had door handles. I was today old when I learned that. Just zooming right in. Look at the seats, guys. It's got pimpin' upholstery in it even. What's that, the e-brake handle? Check that out beside the seat. It's a heavy, oh, that's probably for the parachute. Probably for those guys. So if you're a classic Batmobile fan, in this video I showed you the Super Elite. I unboxed it. I showed you the difference between a high-end Batmobile and more of a toy grade one. Jada, I love you if you're watching. I love Jada. They made the pink Batmobile, the classic one. I'm in love with that actually. I want one. But the Jadas are more something for sticking on the shelf. I would rate them with the shelf burner system. I wouldn't put the Jada Batmobile in with one of these guys. It would get smoked. Love you, Jada, but it's not the same level. And I do own Jadas, and I do love Jadas, by the way. But I'm almost forgetting something here. I'm just pulling your leg, guys. Now, we have to see what's so super elite about this. So we got the Hot Wheels Elite Batmobile Classic, and we got the Super Elite. Now, I will say, guys, the Elite Batmobile we have is the Chrome Chase, but the detail-wise, it's all the same. So we're going to compare the Elite and the Super Elite. Just just ignore that the one is Chrome, because detail-wise, they should be the same. I mean the same as a non-Chrome, you know what I mean. So this is going to be all the little fine details, guys. The first thing I notice is, see the parachutes here? Those are actual material. These look cool and everything, but they're actually molded plastic. So the trunks do both open on these guys. Mobile crime computers in the back. Trunks do look the same. The Chrome Chase does have an antenna, but Glenn's is put away. Now coming up the back, you see both of them have those pounding kicker speakers in the back. Like I said, this is where you're going to need a trained eye to see little stuff. This is the little stuff I mean, guys. See up on the dashboard there, those little button things beside the nav thing? That's on the regular Elite. That's the Super Elite, and it's got that little gear shifter thing up there painted red. It's there on the regular Elite, but it's molded black. You could barely see it. And just to show you guys what we're dealing with here, that little silver thing right at the center of the dash, guys, under the pillar, that's painted silver on the Super Elite. You got some bolts on the navigation painted silver. Over here, just all black. And the box for the original Elite is no slouch, guys. It's got the DC Comics 75th. And what I really like about it, I'll show you. It's got the nice little nameplate on the base, but this is what I like the most. One of up to 3,000. 3,000 made. And that's for the Chrome Chase. Now, I don't know if there's 3,000 Chrome Chases or if it's like green light and there's 2% of the 3,000 because it's a Chase. Before anybody crucifies me, I know the difference with green light, with Chases, Super Chases, all that. The 2% was just a number out of my head. So before I let you guys go, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put the new car back on its base, because I'm going to show you one of the acrylic cases, how we fit it in with the whole base. That way it protects the car and it still looks slick. But if anybody knows the production number on the Super Elite, like it's weird that the Elite would say 3,000 but not this. If anybody knows the production number, let me know, and I'm going to try to get it before we're done here. But look at that, guys. Yeah, my opinion, 1 of 18 scale Batmobile. You want the best of the best? Right there. And some people aren't into Chrome Chases because they're not TV accurate, screen accurate. You got to kind of know what it is. Like I said, I told you the story years ago about how one of my current viewers tried to sell me a Chrome Chase. General Lee. I used to make fun of him because he collected toy cars. Meanwhile, I was collecting drugs and opiates and cocaine. But I used to make fun of him, and one day he needed money and he tried selling me the General Lee Chrome Chase in the box for $50. And I said, nah, you know what, dude? It doesn't look like it did on TV. I don't want it. I think I still have a lump on my head from headbutting the wall. And don't forget, guys, next weekend, I'm planning a good old retro road trip because it's been a while since we went on one. I'm thinking we're going to zip down to London and pick up the Godfather El Padrino car. The $25 one in the box. That's my best deal to date, by the way. If anybody's wondering, because sometimes you get a deal like that, you're like, why the heck would the person sell it for that much?
Cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive.
But that's not the reason at all. Usually it's because somebody sadly passed away, or somebody's sick and needs to sell off their stuff, or somebody has broken up. There's sometimes a reason. Or the person just that they want back what they paid for it. They don't care about all the hype. Holy guys, I just did a photo shoot of that because while they're out, that's when I do the photo shoots of them before I'm not going to put them back in the box and then have to unbolt everything again. But I did the photo shoot of this. It's beautiful. I did it with the Chrome Chase with the Batman and Robin figures. She's nice. Okay, so now the purpose of the end of this video, since we've seen it, I'm always preaching. Dave figured this out. So these cases from Hobby Lobby, if you get them bigger, like one of 12 scale, one of 15 scale, that's one of 12 scale, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's one of 12 scale. If you get it bigger, in most cases, you could fit the car and the whole base in it, which is awesome. Because a lot of the cars have nice looking bases with nameplates and stuff, right? So you don't want to have to forego the base if it's a nice one. Like, for example, Glenn, like if this did not come with this base, we were going to kick the Jada out of the Illuma case over there and put this above or below the Chrome Chase, because it's the exact same car, only it's not chrome and it's got finer details. And by the way, guys, so the super part of that is for connoisseur type collectors. It's for the one that every little detail counts type thing. It's for those guys. And a lot of us are those guys. It's the little tiny, like for the most part, most people that don't collect would look at that and say that's the same card, except it's in chrome. But us being collectors, we notice the little differences. Like we notice the little chrome accents inside. And what I'm impressed with is both of these cars have door handle. Until today, I never even knew the Batmobile had a door handle. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know it had that. Okay, so I think I got that right. Yeah, it's got a kind of it's a cool base, but it's got some connectors and stuff that have to go back in properly. But once she's in, and she's secure. So, okay, so that is not the right one. Okay. So the certain ones go into certain holes, and it can only go one way. So, that would be one of the fat ones, maybe? No, what the hell? Oh, okay. I figured it out, guys. Okay, so I gotta come through the bottom with that one. Okay. Yeah, like I said, a little bit tricky, but worth it when it's done because it's a beautiful base. Like I'm not even into the classic Batmobile, But I'm like, that base, man, wow. If they did one for the 89 Batmobile, more with the 89 Bat, like, you know, that's like more of a classic look. Fire. Although, that 89 Batmobile, I do see one that comes in a tube. It's the older one. It's the Hot Wheels one, but it comes in a tube instead of a box. That one I would like. But I think the tube one is older. I also seen one of these. Classic Batmobile came in a tube. But that one was San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So, mind me here, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out here. While I wreck that. Okay, so. Okay, you know what? Give me a minute here, guys. Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. Okay, so. The washer there's only one washer, and that goes on that end. That's not the right one, so that would be. I'm thinking it's that one. Thinking it's that one. Okay. So then we come through with this. And then these two. And then the bitch is holding it all together while you're trying to bolt it all together. Okay. Okay, so this one goes through the bottom. Okay. Just gotta put the two screws in. You son of a bitch! Yeah, that's not a good thing, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here before I snap, okay? 1 sec. Oh, guys, I got it. I knew I'd figure it out. I'm only a dummy if I'm at work. Outside work, I'm actually a pretty smart guy. So, check this out though, guys. Now this is why it's one of the rare cases that we want to display it on the base. Even the regular Elite base is beautiful. I got it right here, actually, the regular Elite base, or do I? 1 sec, guys. I know you guys, I could leave you in here alone, I trust you. Okay. Even the regular Elite, I actually like the little nameplate they put on it. It says it's a TV series Batmobile, yada yada. But seriously, guys, if anybody knows the number of on these Super Elites, let old Retro know. Maybe I'll find out before the end of the video. I forgot to Google it, but it is securely on the base. It sits secure. Just giving you guys a real good look at it, because it is a real beauty. There's that Hot Wheels Elite logo, and it's a nice brushed steel. When I first seen this car, I seen it for sale somewhere, and it was a lot of money. But I seen this here, I thought somebody was making them. I was like, wow, I've got to get one of those. I wonder if they do it for the 89 Batmobile, but no, it's made for Hot Wheels. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. So as you can see, in some cases, it fits the entire box. But he has this Chrome Chase in an Illuma box, okay? But for the cars that are real grails that you want to keep in the box and everything, like if you had a sealed silver screen machine General Lee and you didn't want anything to happen to the box or anything. So these are at Hobby Lobby. I guess you can order them, something to do with the website, so you gotta actually go into the store or something like that, I don't know. But these are big. I'm looking for a 1/18 scale size one to see But there's one over there, but it's got a car in it. Oh, you guys got the idea. It's a big one. You know, it's the size that you could probably get, like, figure out in proportion, me holding this, the size of one of the 118 ones. It comes with little, like, rubber things that work to stop your car from rolling around too. They're not just meant for cars, they're meant for different collectibles, but they definitely got cars in mind. Make case. Oh, the clear bumpers are to make the case level. See? I thought they were like wheel chocks. I was like, cool. But of course not. Okay, so this is the bottom of it. So I'm going to see if we could sit it. Oh, you know what, Glenn? It might not fit. Oh, he's beat. It doesn't fit. Damn it. It will not fit. It just, one of those kind of, it's almost like a custom jobby, you know? But I definitely wouldn't take it off this base. And you know what? If it doesn't fit like that, oh, no. You know what? I'm not fretting because Dave found one that's even bigger. Actually, I'll show you guys. I know one that'll fit this biatch. 1 second. Because, yeah, I definitely want to display it on the base. See, that top one there is a 118 scale case. This is the big 1 of 12 scale. And the bottom one, I don't even know what size that is, but that Mustang, that purple Charger beside it is a 1 of 18 scale, just to give you an idea. That Mustang is porcelain. Huge. Yeah, one of those will just do her, guys. It'll just do her. See that? A little bit of clearance on each side when it's in there, but that's when you put Batman and Robin or something cool. And the last look of it on that beautiful display it comes with. Batman and Robin definitely approve. Wow. And I definitely got to get some glamour shots, still pictures of that when it's on that base. Wow. That thing just absolutely... That was a heavyweight car, guys. And I'm going to do something completely uncharacteristic for the retro score. And this is how you know that I'm not biased when it comes to color, comes to style of the cars. Let's say it's a Ford and I'm not a Ford guy. I love Fox body Mustangs and stuff. But let's just give it an example. I'm not biased. This thing here, perfect score. Because I thought that we were just going to get into it and it was going to be just, they were giving you a nice base and calling it super. They actually went a little bit extra and put some detailing in the interior. Because of that, the Hot Wheels Elite, actually, scratch that. The Hot Wheels Super Elite 1 of 18 scale Batmobile gets a retro score of 10 out of 10. Perfect score first time. It's not easy to get a perfect score, guys, and before anybody swoops in on me, I'm not an expert at all on that Batmobile. I wasn't alive when the show was on. If it's got a different antenna on it or one of the buttons is red instead of blue, I don't know. I'm just going by details and what looks cool. I don't know the screen accuracy of that particular car. Just putting it out there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I was very excited to unbox that, and we have had that under wraps for quite some time now. Just waiting for a rainy day, and it was literally a rainy day. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please smash the like button for old Retro. It makes me feel better, gives me energy in this old body, and it keeps us unboxing these rare, damn expensive cards. Click subscribe if you haven't. You know you want to. Click subscribe right there. And share with your buddies. And as always, guys, happy hunting.